welcome back to my channel. One of my most asked questions are on transitioning hair, and I get it because you guys know me mainly for transition. And so yeah, I'm so sorry it took me so long to put this video together, but I do want to give you the basic tips that I did to transition. And before I even start anything, I do want to say transitioning is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. It does take effort, dedication, some frustration, and a whole lot of patience. So with that being said, let's just get right into this video on what you can do to help you with your transitioning. Okay, so one of the first things I decided to do was to just write down and make myself a bit of regimen. And I have to tweak my regimen later on in my journey, but in the beginning I decided on cleansing my hair and deep conditioning my hair twice a week, no matter what. Cleansing is very important. I don't really use shampoo that much, only because it is too stripping for my hair and it makes my hair really tight and knotty, tangled, and it feels so stripped where I cannot even detangle it. So I'm starting at putting my hair in a very bad state to start my detangling process. So one of my favorite cleansers while I was transitioning was the Diva Curl No Poo. And the reason why I like this is because it had a great pH. It was a sulfate-free cleanser, gentle cleanser, but it relaxed my hair. It allowed my hair to not feel stripped, and my hair felt more tamed. It had more moisture in it, so I was able to actually detangle with that conditioner, and I still use that cleanser to this day. I always have it here, and actually my mother and my sister went natural, and I gave that to them as a gift package for them with their new journey as part of their kit. So yes, you have to use a gentle cleanser, and I encourage you to co-wash your hair, which just means using a regular conditioner to co-wash your hair, or using a very gentle cleanser where your hair does not feel stripped, it does not feel dry. It should still feel like you have conditioner in your hair. So that's what I looked for when I used cleansers, and it's different. Every hair strand is different, obviously. Okay, so one of the most important things in my opinion that helped me was deep conditioning my hair. And I used to deep condition my hair twice a week, so that's just the regimen that I followed. I was just following the regimens that I seen other YouTubers do who had long healthy hair, and so I just deep condition my transitioning hair twice a week. And I'll put some pictures in somewhere here on the screen, or I'll do some shots to show you some of my favorite deep conditioners that I used, but I made sure I deep condition my hair often. That is the most important thing. I need to stress is deep conditioning your hair. And so that's the process that I did for like at least the first year. I think actually I did that the entire time, and that's why it was so frustrating for me. But I did that almost the entire time. So cleansing is very important. Deep conditioning is extremely important, and also you must use a leave-in conditioner. I used regular Tresemme, which is regular conditioner, and it's a so-called washout conditioner, but according to research it shows that the leave-in conditioners generally, not always, but generally are not moisturizing enough for our dry textured hair. So leaving a little bit of your washout conditioner in your hair, or even using it as a leave-in, is not going to harm your hair. So for me, I've done that since the very beginning. I used the Diva Curl One Condition as a leave-in conditioner, and I've also used Tresemme as a leave-in conditioner, and I actually use now, I use legit leave-in conditioners now that actually say the word leave-in, but you know, I layer my products, so I'll go into that in detail on another video. I just want to give you the basics of getting through your transition. So it is going to be frustrating doing your hair twice a week, especially because when you're transitioning you have to set your hair in a style, which is either a braid out, a twist out, or whatever you're going to do. And you have to wait for that style to dry if you air dried like I did, or you sit underneath a dryer. But for me, I will say it was well worth the wait. So by doing that, it allowed me not to incur a lot of breakage. I parted ways with my relaxed ends is because I cut them off. They didn't break off, they didn't drop off, I cut them off. And I attribute that to deep conditioning my hair and always moisturizing and sealing my hair. Okay, so let's move into moisturizing and sealing. What is this? Moisturizing and sealing is basically adding moisture, which is water, to your hair, and also putting a leave-in conditioner. You can use the Tresemme, you could use a legit leave-in, whatever leave-in that you have at the moment. Just make sure you put that in, and you seal with an oil or a butter. And some of my favorite oils were almond oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil. Did I say olive oil? There's a ton of great oils out there. Anything but mineral oil, petroleum, none of that. And I don't use silicones. And I'll also do a separate video on the silicones. If you guys want, just leave me a comment below, because I do follow Curly Girl method. Alright, so we talked about cleansing, we talked about deep conditioning, and moisturizing and sealing your hair nightly. When you moisturize and seal your hair, you just spritz it lightly with water. You'll put a bit of your leave-in in, and then you, of course, the oil or your butter, and then you set your style. Now for me, because I'm natural now, I just will either pineapple or band up my hair and use a silk scarf. Of course, you need to also trim your hair often. Depending on how long you decide that you want to transition for, you can decide on a date. Like I decided I wanted to do it at about 20 months, around 20 to 20 months. I knew I probably wasn't going to make it to 24 months because I just watched YouTubers and I seen what their hair was like at a certain length, and I figured that my hair would be like that. Wrong. Hey guys, so I lost the last part of my footage, but I just wanted to show you what my hair looked like before I decided to go natural. And yes, it was a little shameful, but you know what? As I watch videos like you guys are doing, I learned how to care for my hair, how to maintain it, how to transition, and yeah, then you'll see me hair natural, and I am almost 1 year fully natural. So I hope this video is helpful to those of you who are transitioning or even on your natural hair journey. Let me know if you have any questions below. Definitely, I will do follow-up videos for those of you. I know a lot of you are transitioning that are on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my new subbies. I love you guys, and also to those of you who've been with me for a minute. You know I have love for you guys. See you in the next one.